Hello there, welcome in to the latest edition of the SAU Baseball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head baseball coach Steve Browning. Coach, second Coaches Show of the year. Obviously, get through opening weekend. Opening weekend for you and your team. You went to Grand Prairie, Texas to play in the, actually we hosted as the SAU D2 Classic at the ballpark at Grand Prairie. Nice playing surface, all turf with the exception of the mound and home plate. So really the chances of getting in games at this point of February, the beginning of the year, it's a major plus for that facility, and obviously able to get in the games. Had pretty good weather, even though it was a little bit cool at times, but for the most part, really good. Didn't have to worry about any kind of precipitation. Played 4 games in that weekend. Come away 2-2, dropping the first 2 games. A couple of close games, particularly the first one and the second one. Felt a lot worse than what it was, but if you look at it, still right there. Then you turn around on day 2, come away with a couple big wins, a 1-run win over Washburn, then you beat East Central fairly handily, 7-1 in that game. Talk a little bit about that weekend, kind of the ups and downs of it, and what you came out of it.
Well, the good thing was, like you said, we got to play, and the venue there presents us, like you said, with the opportunity with it, barring it's not pouring down rain, you're going to get your games in the full turf. So, you know, good atmosphere for the guys to play in, you know, to play in a bigger stadium than the turf like it is. But, you know, Friday didn't go as planned. You know, really we didn't. I didn't think we pitched the ball very well, and offense was, you know, there and gone in spurts, and you know, but you know, it is what it is, you know, and you always worry about how your team's going to respond when the other color uniform, you know, shows up, and we were, you know, disappointed as a group, not just as coaches but as players, disappointed in our performance on Saturday. The bright spot was they did come back out on Friday, but the bright spot was on Saturday. They showed up with a little different attitude, and you know, really I thought the key was Kenny Tabor, the tone he set on that game, that first game against East Central on Saturday, kind of set the tone for the day. I mean, he came out pounding the strike zone. He established it pretty early that it was going to be tough to hit, and gave our offense a chance to score some runs, and took care of business there. And then the nightcap with Washburn, I mean, it was good to see our guys compete. And a very good ball club. Very well played game on both ends, and you know, it was a tight ball game, and you saw a lot of competing going on both sides of the field, and got away with a win there. So, you know, overall 2-2. You know, it's not where we wanted to be, but was proud of the guys and how they responded on Saturday after the way we started on Friday.
You mentioned Tabor. Obviously, his pitching performance got you the first win of the year. Made his first collegiate start and did a really great job in it. 6 shutout innings, got Conference Pitcher of the Week. So that's something very positive for that young man going forward. And then we turn into last night's action, actually going to LSU Shreveport. Every year you play a home-and-home with that team, even though they're not NCAA Division II in region. They're still a very quality opponent, one of the top-tier teams in NAIA. It's a close game. It makes a lot of sense, and each year we always look forward to going down there. They always look forward to coming up here and playing us. Last night definitely went the way of the Muleriders. Come away 10-1 win, but echo back to the pitching. Eric Schilt in the starting on the mound really settled things in, controlled the game early, and allowed your offense, as you said, to kind of get the runs, because they didn't necessarily get them early, but they got them late.
Right. You know, first of all, Schilt did a good job. You know, he started against Washburn on Saturday, and you know, had a quick first out and a quick second out, and then things didn't go where the wheels kind of fell off, and you know, he lasted 2/3 of an inning. We had to get him out of there, and of course, back to that game, you know, Dalton come in and did a good job, and then fielding on the back end, but you know, we needed to get Schilt back out there as quick as we could, and so we got him out there last night, and he gave us the start that, you know, he pitched like the guy we thought that we had, and so hats off to him. And like you said, the offense, he did a good enough job to set the tone early, and offense got a couple runs here and there, had the big hit there, and I think the 4th inning by Silvers to score 4. But you know, we've got a lot of work to do offensively, but you know, the ability to score 10 runs when really we're not clicking at all right now, it was some good, you know, was good to see. And you know, like back to LSUS, they're a good team. I mean, they're coming off a weekend where they won the series against the number 5 ranked team, you know, nation in Iowa. So good series, or good, you know, good game last night. Hopefully some guys can build off some of the things they did last night to propel us into the weekend.
You know, and then the 10 runs too, maybe half or a little bit more of those runs were driven in with 2 outs, so that's a positive sign for some clutch hitting. Even going back to the Washburn game, they had a clutch hit to go ahead with 2 outs. This upcoming weekend, another tournament invitational style thing, this time actually at home, at our home field. You're bringing in 5 other teams, 4 or 5 of the teams, if I can remember all correctly.
Five counting us.
5 counting us. Okay, you got Central Missouri, Oklahoma Christian, Central Oklahoma, and Washburn again to complete a 3-game schedule with them. All very quality opponents, all within region. They're coming here to play this one venue. What do you kind of see for this weekend in terms of what you want to get out of it?
Well, first of all, I think it'll be another very competitive weekend, and the good thing is we get to be at home in front of our crowd, and but we'll play Central Missouri at 3 o'clock on Friday. They're coming off a tough weekend. They hosted a thing down at Minute Maid, but they lost 3 games, but they were all 1 run, and they were to very good opponents. So they're going to come in and they're going to be good, and that's why they're on the schedule. And then we'll play Oklahoma Christian Friday night, and then we'll turn around and play Central Oklahoma on Saturday, and then, like you said, finish up kind of a 3-game series in a sense that stretched out over a week and a half with Washburn on Sunday. So very good baseball. We invite people to come out and watch, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can take the pitching performance from last night and some of the guys hitting wise and kind of build on that and put together just a better weekend this weekend as far as a team effort, and because next weekend's conference, and these games are there to prepare you for conference season, and so looking forward for a big weekend.
Appreciate it very much for your time again. Steve Browning and his Mulerider baseball team will be at home for the first time this season, hosting 4 other teams in a weekend-long invitational. Stretch costs 3 days. Muleriders will play 4 games over those 3 days. You mentioned the 2 games on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Be sure to check MuleriderAthletics.com for all your pre- and post-game coverage of all those games. Coach, we appreciate it and best of luck.
Thank you.